Bada bing, bada boom. Social Inform Media.
This story comes to us from Cleveland.com. Out of Columbus, Ohio. Now, Columbus Police Department is the department where Andre Hill was shot by a Columbus police officer who was charged with a crime for that incident. I don't know if he ever got convicted. He probably did, but it was the one where Andre Hill was a black man in a garage of his friend's house. He was a guest at this home in the wintertime. And somebody called, "There's a black man in my neighbor's garage." So the cops show up. He comes out with a cell phone like, "What's going on?" And the cop sees something in his hand and fatally shoots him because he had something in his hand. That was Columbus, Ohio. Well, you say that was an isolated incident. He was just a bad cop in the department. Well, 3 police officers have been placed on leave or restricted duty after they were arrested for DUI offenses in separate incidents in 3 counties. 3 Columbus police officers. The Columbus Dispatch reports officers Tyler Nixon, Robbie Whitlow, and Sergeant Melvin Romans all have been charged with operating a vehicle while intoxicated. They've been relieved of duty, meaning their guns and badges have been taken away, and they were either placed on leave or restricted duty, according to Channel 10 WBNS. Nixon was pulled over on Interstate 270 March 10th in Gahanna in Franklin County. He reportedly had a blood alcohol content of 0.168. Jesus, this guy was drunk. The legal limit in Ohio is 0.08. He was twice over. He was also charged with improperly carrying a firearm, a loaded 9mm. Romans, this is Sergeant Melvin Romans, was pulled over by a state highway patrol trooper on March 12th, just 2 days later, in Circleville in Pickaway County. They say he was speeding and he had marked line violations, like he was going over the line. He has been charged with OVI, but his blood alcohol level was not available, according to WCMH. He was named Officer of the Year by the Central Ohio Crime Stoppers in 2022. That's what they always choose. Officer of the Year always ends up being one of the worst cops in the department. It always ends up that way. I don't get it, man. Like, he's an ass kicker. Yeah, he punches people. Officer of the Year. He drinks and drives. Officer of the Year. Robbie Whitlow was arrested in Pickerington in Fairfield County, and that was on Monday, March 13th. So in just a few days, 3 cops, man, same week, right? Now, WCMH reports he refused to submit to a breathalyzer test. He's charged with OVI and lane violations. The Dispatch, which is the Ohio Columbus Dispatch, but it notes that the officer's OVI charges come just as the department announced it was renaming its $160,000 mobile breath testing van as the DUI Interceptor. Well, it looks like it's intercepting some cops. Better get that thing in action. 3 cops in 4 days. The 10th through the 13th. What are you going to say, right? So I think what they should do now is institute a policy where when you report to duty, and they can make this a policy, I don't know, the union will probably go, no. But they can make it a policy where when the police arrive to shift, every one of them blows into a thing before they go on shift. Every one of them. All right, you're good. I mean, that's not a violation of their civil rights, is it? It's a policy, departmental policy, that every one of them has to do it. I mean, I don't know. That's something the union will have to hash out. Yeah, right, union. I don't know. I want to hear from some of you attorneys out there. Could they institute a policy where when the police officers show up for their shift, they go, before you go into the briefing room, you got to blow into this tube?